Kathy comes in just an absolute. Kathy Griffin didn't know what pegging was. She saw Liza Minnelli's. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of whatever the hell this is. I do need to start by letting you know that I'm extremely caffeinated right now. So here's what you need to do. Keep up, all right? We got a lot to share, a lot going on. Let's start. A couple weeks ago, I did a show at the Comedy Store with Kathy Griffin! And do I have tea for you? Okay, let's back this up, okay? Let me give you a little lore of the Griff, all right? Let's go back to 1990. I'm about 9 years old, okay? And my parents take me to a comedy show. I don't think they knew that it was going to be Kathy Griffin, but it was. And I'm the only child in the audience watching this comedy show. And the way my mom describes me watching Kathy was that I wasn't really laughing. I was kind of like chuckling and very much captivated. Like, she said she was watching me watch her, and my mom was like, I don't know what's going on with this little boy. I think he wants to be her. And I did. So what did I do? Tuck my sack back, threw on a red wig, and called it a day. Just kidding. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but guess what? I did. But truly, ever since that day, hooked on the art of stand-up comedy. And even in my variety top 10 comics to watch, humble brag, I did give credit to the Kathy Griffin for inspiring me to become a stand-up comedian. So thanks for this life of chaos that you've inspired, Kathy, but I'd say it's going pretty well. Anyway, I don't know if you know this, but I run a show with my best friend, Richie Armani, at the world-famous Comedy Store in Los Angeles, California. It's called My Straight Friends. Ever heard of it? The concept of the show is we take straight comedians, they do a set, and then we grill them in game format on their knowledge of gay culture. That's gay for culture. And hilarity ensues. It's amazing. And then, and I'll explain why, ever since booking Kathy on the show, the fourth person on the show is always a surprise celebrity guest. So I can't tell you who it is yet, but it is Sarah. Find out who it is October 1st at the Comedy Store. My Straight Friends. Anyway. Okay. So, long story short, our booker, Brittany, is amazing, and she books Kathy. Now, was it hard to get Kathy? It was. Why? Because Kathy has actually not performed at the Comedy Store since the 90s, and we didn't know this, and I don't know what happened, but I'm going to go ahead and say that it's safe to say shit went down. We're just like very quickly losing hope. Kathy Griffin's not going to do the show. Last minute comes in, and she's like, I'll do it. However, I'm not going to do stand-up because Kathy's actually getting ready to go back on tour now. So if you're watching this, go see her. It's going to be incredible. And we're like, okay, well, we've never really done that before, but it is Kathy, so we're willing to be flexible here. So we started this new format where the celebrity guest comes in, and it's an interview for the surprise. It's got to be a full surprise. And we're like, yeah, like to have you on the show, whatever you say. Totally worked out on her benefit because she got a standing ovation the minute she hit the stage. So we agree to the terms. We book Kathy. She's in. She's going to do the show. Now, a little peek behind the curtain. When we were there, we knew Kathy was going to get there. We didn't know when. Here's what happens. We're backstage. We're with all the other comics. My publicist comes in. Was not expecting to see her, and she's got this look on her face. I didn't know what it was. So she's looking at me, and I was like, oh my God, hey, good to see you. And she just looks at me and goes, congratulations. And I said, for what? And it was that moment that I found out that I had booked the Stephen Colbert show, which Kathy and Stephen have some beef. So the juxtaposition of this was interesting. Also, I knew about the beef because I watched Kathy Griffin Talking Your Head Off, which is her YouTube series, which, by the way, if you're watching this right now, pause this video, go to the comments in Kathy Griffin's Talking Your Head Off and tell them in the comments that they need to book me as a guest. Trixie Mattel is banned from the show. I'm not banned from the show, so I'll gladly come in and serve a whole bunch of gay for ya, Kath. Make it happen. I knew about this beef, and I'm like, shit. I just got the Colbert show. Kathy's coming. I can't tell Kathy about it because I don't want her to be like, oh, Steven, whatever. I just like, okay, we're going to do it. So I am excited. Richie and I celebrate about getting Colbert because it's been a huge bucket list goal of mine forever. Literally less than 2 minutes later, I can hear Kathy Griffin's voice coming down the back hallway of the Comedy Store towards the green room. And we knew some shit was going to happen because security came in and cleared out the whole green room. So we're like, oh shit, it's happening right now. So Richie and I are in the green room and we're looking at each other and we're having just a very vapid conversation about nothing. And we stopped each other. We're like, bitch, are we just like gonna pretend like we're talking until she gets here and be like, oh my God. And we did. So we're just like chit-chatting. And we're both like, I'm freaking out. Are you freaking out? We're freaking out. And Kathy comes in. Let me tell you, an absolute beacon of kindness. Immediately hugs Richie and I. She fully did all of her research on my straight friends. She knew about the show. She congratulated us on the success. She congratulated us for getting not only to the Comedy Store, but moving up to the main room. She was so cool. So then she pulls us over. She sits us on the couch and she starts conducting. She's holding court with us. She's asking Richie and I all about our life, what's going on. And then I find a moment. I thanked her. I told her that I saw her when I was, wee little fagette. I was inspired by her and that's why I do stand-up comedy. And she looked at me and she goes, your parents had no business taking you to my show. I was like, you're not wrong, bitch. You're not wrong. Now the show's getting ready, okay? And there's 2 comics on before Kathy. And Kathy goes, do you guys mind if I sit in the audience and watch the show? And I'm like, oh, honestly, bitch, like the fact that you're here, you could do whatever you want. The day has already been made. So she goes and watches the show. The first comic goes up. It's Felicia Folks. Amazing. The second comic goes up. It's Drew Lynch. He's amazing. Now Kathy comes up. I was blown away by the amount of professionalism that this woman holds because she actually did watch the show up until it was her time. Because when she came on stage, it was call back to things the first comedian said. Call back to the things the second comedian said. She was making these references that hadn't been picked up. And the audience was just like, wow, losing their mind. And I'm like, that is not only a smart woman, but that is a true comic. Because she knew if I'm going to be set up for success on this thing, I better go in guns blazing and do my research. And she truly did. And she came in hot. Now, the craziest part of all this is Kathy's appearance on My Straight Friends at the Comedy Store was not only her first time back since the 90s, it happened to fall on the 20th anniversary of My Life on the D-List premiering for the first time. With that kismet, I mean, our Lord and Savior Ronald McDonald was really looking out for us on that one. So she goes on. Now, Kathy was making some references. Okay, because Kathy was also on the show the week that Sydney Sweeney's jeans campaign for American Eagle came out. And I'm not going to say too much, but Kathy had some strong thoughts. Did she say that Sydney Sweeney is a... I'm not going to say. She did say that. She said that on stage. But hey, that's on Kathy. All right. It was like a reoccurring bit. She was clearly being very tongue-in-cheek about it. But let me tell you what, Kathy Griffin, she came in that show. She didn't give a f***. She was coming in hot with the references. Oh my God. Also, I forgot to tell you guys about this. She told us a story. She saw Liza Minnelli's...
You guys, I've seen Liza Minnelli's vagina.
Oh my God, I have another thing to tell you too. Okay, real quick, she did see Liza Minnelli's. Liza Minnelli's was the funniest thing in the world. It was because Liza was on an episode of My Life on the D-List, and then Kathy told us, I go, well, Kathy, what happened when you saw her? And she started singing show tunes at me, and I said, Kathy, what show tunes did it sing? And she goes, Cellophane, Mr. Cellophane. What musical song did her vagina sing to you?
Cellophane, they call it Mr. Cellophane.
Now, here's the best part. I don't exactly remember what we did, but we were playing a game with Kathy, and we showed her 3 Calvin Klein models, and we were like, Kathy, it was 3 Calvin Klein models, and the last one was a Calvin Klein model with Oprah's face on it. We said, Kathy, which one of these Calvin Klein models would you peg? And she said, what's that? And we go, pegging, and she said, what's pegging?
The next one is peg me, Kathy, and this is your last one. Okay?
Wait, what does peg mean?
We thought the bitch was trolling us, okay? I thought 100% that she was playing a joke on me.
Okay.
Wait, what does peg mean?
No, stop. You don't know.
What's
Kathy, no way. There's no fucking way.
We kept asking her. Sure as shit, Kathy Griffin didn't know what pegging was. My hand to God, myself and Richie Armani are the reason for Kathy Griffin knowing what pegging is.
This is the best day of my life. I get to teach Kathy Griffin what pegging is.
Okay. We taught her on the spot.
Pegging is when you put on a strap on and you get to fuck a straight man, I think. In the butt. You get to fuck a man with a strap on. Doesn't that sound magical? We just taught Kathy Griffin what pegging is. This is her story right here.
I know.
And you know what? Go back in her comments too and tell her that she can thank Joe Dombrowski and Richie Armani for teaching her what pegging is. You know what? Go in her comments and write who taught you what pegging is. Let's see what she says. Kathy, if you and your team are watching, because your assistant, I had a little background tea with him, so I know he's watching and he sees me. Yeah, we go way back. We go way back, don't we? So this is what you're gonna do. Kathy, I'm coming on your show. I'm gonna teach you what pegging is again on your show. See you at your house with all your dogs on your couch. It's happening. You gotta put it out there in the world, okay? Because if you don't dream big, who's gonna dream big for you? I'm just a little gay boy with a wish. I just wanna go to Kathy's house, film a couple videos, and, you know, maybe nibble a charcuterie board and clean up after myself. That's it. That's all I want. Okay, maybe I want an invite to one of her dinner parties too. If you don't know about the dinner parties, you're behind the times. Anyway, so she was a joy. The kindest, the sweetest, the most professional comedian. I loved having Kathy on My Straight Friends. Having Kathy on My Straight Friends was a bucket list book for Richie and I since we started the show. And I'm very, very happy that we made it happen. So if you're watching this and you like this, go watch her YouTube series, Kathy Griffin Talking Her Head Off. And when you're there, make sure you tell her that it needs to happen. Tell her. As always, I'm on tour still, I think. The cities that are coming up are going to scroll at the end of this. And I want to tell you what, if you've been watching these, whatever the hell this is, and you like it, this is what I want you to do. Can you like this? Can you comment on it? And can you subscribe to my friggin' page? Okay? It's helping. It's working. And, you know, like, can we do it for each other? Thank you. I love you guys so much. And that's the tea on Kathy. Love ya. Bye.